If you've been hanging around the channel for a while, you've probably got used to seeing me tear down gear, critique industry balance sheets, or pick apart corporate strategies. Well, we're changing things up a bit. All that heavy duty industry teardown, corporate arguments and gear deep dives, those have now officially moved over to our sister channel, The Dive Insider. A link is down below in the description, so go over there, hit subscribe if you like the diving news with a side of cold hard accounting logic. This channel right here, this is now about us and the noisy waves that are just behind me. It's about the dive hub, the crew, the daily chaos of running a dive operation here in Dauin. The projects that keep us up at night and the stuff that makes living and diving on this coast, well, incredible. Dauin has dozens of dive shops. You can throw a rock down a beach and you'll probably hit a dive shop. But we're trying to build something a little bit different. Blimey, that sun is hot. And we want you to get to know every member of the team before you ever set foot on our boat. So today on episode 1, we want to have a look at why our entire crew went back to school and did Reef Check training, and why standardizing our local surveys actually matters. We're also going to have a look at a day trip we did recently to Sumilon Island, and more importantly, why I want to bring that to you guys. And of course, finally, our new boat. She's currently sitting in Balamban in a shipyard being built. She's 53 feet long, and she's going to completely change how we run dive trips around here. So, let's get to it. This is probably my favourite part of the whole resort here. Sitting under this little gazebo, hot tub behind me, and well, it's not that hot, but the hot tub behind me and the pool just there, it's lovely. So first up, Reef Check. Now, marine conservation is a phrase that gets thrown around a lot in tourism. Most of the time it means someone picked up 3 plastic bottles on a safety stop and then posted it to Instagram. And we wanted to do something real, something measurable, and something standardized. So we put the entire team through the Reef Check Eco Diver program in June. The concept is pretty straightforward. We go out, we lay down a 100-meter transect, and then we go along that transect and we record exactly what's living there within a set boundary. We measure fish, particularly commercially sustainable fish, we measure invertebrates, and we do some substrate analysis to see what the quality of the reef actually is. The magic word here though is it's standardized. A survey done by our team on the house reef here in Dauin uses the exact same science and protocols as one done by a team in the Red Sea or the Caribbean. It means the data actually counts for something if it's done right. Our whole team is now certified, and a few of us are stepping up to instructor level in September. So the plan being is that if you want to, we can train you too. Look, we know we are not all marine biologists, and we aren't playing at scientists either. Our job as an operator here is to be the eyes on the ground, collecting high quality, repeatable data across our local reefs, and then handing that off to researchers at Sumilon University or at IMR, so that they know exactly where to focus when they want to do their research on why things are happening. Plus, it means then when you dive with our crew, you're diving with people who can actually explain why the reef looks the way it does, which, in our opinion, makes the dive about 10 times better. So, speaking of good dives though, earlier this week, was it this week? No, it was last week, Jesus, Monday. We packed up our gear and we took the entire crew out to Sumilon Island. Now, Sumilon Island is not somewhere that a lot of people go to. It's a little island just off the coast of Cebu, and it's a lot of open water between here and there, so you've got to go when the conditions are right. What's so unique about Sumilon is that it's a private island with a resort on site, but it's also a marine sanctuary, and it's one of the Philippines' oldest. Now, there was some debate with the crew as to whether it or Apo were the first, but since the guys at Apo maintain they were the Philippines' first marine sanctuary, I'm going to go with the guys at Apo. The run out though to Sumilon was pure therapy, with clear skies, deep blue water, and that anticipation that you only really get when you're heading out to somewhere with proper currents and proper diving. We felt it, I certainly felt it, that excitement of going somewhere you've never been before. What we expected when we got there was, well, good fish life. What we didn't necessarily expect was 15 reef sharks across 3 dives. We had black tips, we had white tips, just cruising around the gardens and the drop-offs. And you can't guarantee 15 sharks on every manifest. If a dive shop promises you that, they're probably lying. But days like this, they're why we're finalising our Coast Guard approvals to make Sumilon a regular feature on our weekly schedule. When you come dive with us, this is the kind of dive day we really want to deliver. And that then brings me on to the big news. Our new dive boat. Now, as much as I would like to be standing right now on the deck of the new dive boat, she's currently up in a shipyard in Cebu, Balamban, undergoing her final stages of construction. So you're going to get a remote site update today. She's a custom 53-foot fiberglass catamaran built by Albino Watercraft. Why a catamaran? Well, because traditional outriggers are great right up until the point you want some space, right up until the point you're wanting stability in open water, and a bit of genuine comfort. Legally, she'll be certified for 49 people or 26 divers and gear, but we will never run her with that capacity. There is nothing worse than being crammed elbow to elbow on a dive boat and feeling like livestock. We're capping our manifests a little bit lower so everybody can get a bit of elbow room. There's going to be space for your camera gear, proper shaded lounge areas, 2 sun decks, beanbags to chill out on, and some actual running freshwater showers. Power comes from twin outboards packing 600 horsepower, meaning she moves fast, she runs quietly, and she gets us to the sites like Sumilon in total comfort. She's also built to Marina's strict new Category A commercial standards. That means higher structural integrity, upgraded safety redundancies, and superior stability in open water. Of course, it costs a little bit more and it took a little bit longer to build, but it means that when we take you out into the Straits, you're going to have the safest platform on this coast. Target launch for sea trials is later this month, with commercial operation kicking off by the end of September. We'll be bringing you a full video of the launch, the sea trials, and the journey bringing her home to Dauin. That is a voyage I'm properly looking forward to, even though almost 300 kilometers, so it's gonna take us a fair while. So that's where we are, standardizing our conservation work, with Reef Check expanding our trip range to places like Sumilon, and we'll show you some other places soon too, and getting ready for a proper 53-foot catamaran on the water. We've got a massive year ahead, including some new faces joining the team very, very soon, and whose stories are going to be worth following from day one. If you want to see what it actually takes to run a dive operation here in the Philippines and in Dauin, and more importantly, follow the crew behind it, hit the subscribe button. And if you're planning to come to a trip in Dauin, come say hi. We'd love to take you out, we'd love to show you the boat. And if you come here for the hardcore gear reviews, the industry financial breakdowns, head over to the other channel, the Dive Insider, link below, where we'll bring you all of that content too. Until the next time, trade safe, dive well, and we'll see you in the water. Stay safe, guys.